Hi guys, Right Cinemas here. It's been 10 months since my last video. I tried to come back a few times, as you saw, and I don't want people thinking I was messing around. I was just not ready. I wanted to come back for you guys, and it just wasn't the time. But now I feel is the time. I'm going to look at doing regular videos once I get myself. I'm going to buy. This is currently slotted in a carry case, folded like that, with a VHS behind it. This is just the bodge of bodges. I've been dealing with my mum's dementia because, as you know, she's in a care home. Her memory of me is disappearing very quickly. I haven't spoken to her in a few weeks. It's just too much to see her like it, and when you talk, she gets very confused and very frustrated and agitated, and you can hear it and feel it, and it's really upsetting and difficult to deal with. My mental health plummeted. I didn't tell anyone, I just bottled it up. And then eventually I had counselling, and I spoke to a friend at work, and she was so supportive and such a rock and so kind, gave me the courage to then tell my wife and tell my family, my other friends. And so now my wife supports me, my friend supports me. My friend has been a godsend. I could never thank her enough, because if it hadn't been to speak to her, I would never have had the courage to speak to my wife, and it would have just spiraled out of control. She doesn't watch these videos, but if she ever did, thank you so much for what you've done. I can never thank you enough. I can never repay you. I got into poetry. Unfortunately, I don't have a copy here. I published a book called The Words in My Mind, which is like 45 poems I did on mental health, loss, and sort of a mixture of things, and thanking my friend and thanking my family. It's available on Amazon on paperback and Kindle. I'm not going to put a link. I'm not here to sell my book. It's not done great. End of the day, I've done it just for the sake. I self-published, so I'm self-publishing another book in October called My Mind's Fire. If you are interested, let me know, and I'll happily send you a link. But I'm not going to pitch it on here. I just pitched it on here. I'm not going to put sales links on here or anything like that. But just give me something to focus on for a bit. I've made some really good friends in the poetry area, sort of like you guys. I've lots of friends on here. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm doing the video tonight and hopefully uploading it just after my birthday, sort of Saturday or Sunday. I'll upload it after I've edited it. And yes, anyway, talk about everything. I have an update. There's a good stack here. So I'm going to be leaning in the shot of it, because I haven't got anything in place. I'm going to try and put them over here, actually. I'll try and put a watch over here and then start stacking them next to me, so I'm not sort of moving around. So I'm not sort of throwing them across the room. I have some games and some movies. We'll do the games first, and then we go on to the movies. Okay, we have Super Mario Odyssey, Darius HD, which is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up or a shmup, and Ninja Savior's Return of the Warriors. I've never played the original. I think it was on the Super Nintendo, I believe. Then we have a new Mega Drive game called Xenocrysis, which is, if you ever played Smash TV, it's very similar to that. This is the reproduction from China that I bought for like 12 quid, because the official one over here is like 100 quid. Red Shinobi, which is box complete, a great little game. I have sold a few Mega Drive games that weren't in the condition I want, and I'm going to replace them with ones with manuals. Midnight Resistance, classic shooter, but hard as nails. I meant to get it right. It's Valfaris, which is a sort of heavy metal side-scrolling shooter, which is, I just saw it on YouTube and I thought, I've got to try it. I managed to find one really cheap, about 8 quid, I think I paid for it. Flipping Death, which is you're a girl who takes over the role of death, and you have to solve puzzles. It's good. It's funny and it's good fun. Then we have the Dark Souls. You probably can't see it very well. The Dark Souls trilogy, which is Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 collection. I've never played these, and I know from what I've seen online is they are as hard as nails. So I look forward to that. I'm just going to make an adjustment here to the pile, so I don't get myself too confused. Right, we'll start off with the anime that I've got. So I'm just getting into anime. I have Castlevania, which I've not seen yet. This one's still sealed, only arrived the other day. Castlevania Complete Season 2. Akira in 4K factory seal because it arrived yesterday. I've had a hectic day today. There's this heat as well. Hellsing, this is episodes 1 to 12, I believe. And then this is 1 to 4, and this is 5 to 9. This is Hellsing 5 to 9, and this is 9 and 10. That's along. So this is Hellsing, Hellsing as well. We have one I saw called Legend of the Millennium Dragon. I've never seen. And this is Oko's Inn. I ordered this. This took me 2 months to come because it's a manga. It just looks interesting, so I look forward to seeing that. Then we have The Traveller, which is Valkyrie, where he arrives at a police station and he confesses to a crime. He confesses to 5 murders. The murders of the 5 people, the policemen in the police station, which he's planning to kill. He says that he's like a demon, but it's quite good. And we have Planes and Planes 2 Fire and Rescue. Pocahontas. Mulan. Brilliant Don Bluth film, Secret of Nim. Absolutely phenomenal film. I love that film. Then we have Cars. Cars 2. I did not pay £6 for it. Cars 3. Then we have Escape Room. Escape Room 2 Tournament Champions. These were phenomenal films. Really enjoyable. This one surprised. I thought it was going to be low budget shite, to be honest, but it surprised me, and this one upped the game. If you've not seen them, I recommend Escape Room 2 Tournament Champions. They're both great films. They're really well done. Really sort of the cinematography is brilliant. The sets are really well done. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Keeps you interested. It's like a less gory version of Saw to an extent with the puzzles, but I really enjoyed it. Another good film, Raging Fire, which is Donnie Young and Nicholas C, which is TSE, directed by Benny Chang. Great film. Some good martial arts in it. Storyline's a bit iffy. Dialogue is awful, but they always are in these films. But the martial arts makes up for it all. And we have, well, that's DVD. Should we get DVDs out of the way, shall we? I have a film called Prey, which is about a mutant lion, which I've yet to watch, or a monster lion. One I'm going to upgrade to Blu-ray eventually is Ghoulies 1 and 2. So I think this is they're both on the same disc. It's been a long time since I've seen these. This is Carnivore, Werewolf of London, which apparently is very similar to Dog Soldiers, but with civilians. So, be interesting to see what this is like. Probably corny as hell. Box of Delights, Moondial, Ali Sheedy in Fear. This is really hard to get hold of. I don't think it's available on Blu-ray, which is a shame. She's a psychic. She helps the police solve crimes. And they have a serial killer who writes the word fear in blood. But it turns out he's also a psychic. And he's better at it than she is. It is a phenomenal film. I try not to do this so late in the day. Enfield Haunting, which has got Timothy Spall, great film. I'm just making, yeah, good. Then I have Wish Upon, good horror. Jungle Cruise 4K, great film. Another surprise for us was Cruella, was really good. We have the original Fantasia. Onward, great film. We had it in Blu-ray, we got it in Blu-ray and got it in 4K because we enjoyed it that much. Fantasia 2000. The Princess and the Frog, which I think is set in New Orleans, I believe. Just going to make some alterations here because everything is about to make a run for it. Excuse me while. So if I don't do this, there's going to be a massive crash. If I do this, I know where I am then. That's better. Right, I'll keep those to last. Then we have Maleficent and Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil. I've seen the first one and I quite liked it. I think the trailers ruined it because the trailers hyped it too much. It was good, but not as good as the trailers made out. So I ignored the trailers on this one, so I'll watch this one soon. Then we have The Darkness, starring Kevin Bacon. It's a Native American spirit, I think it is. From Within, great low-budget horror. The people are stalked by a effigy of themselves that kills them, but it's actually really clever. This film really surprised me, and it was freaky. It's Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton. He's a serial killer, and she's just a girl, and it's like a Freaky Friday swap where the serial killer goes into her and the girl goes into him, and it's really well done. I was very surprised how well done it is. It's quite gory still, and it's actually really good fun. I'd definitely recommend seeing this if you've not seen it. Two other great films I really enjoyed, Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. Both, again, really good films. I was caught off guard by them, so to speak, because I was not expecting them to be as good as they were. One I've not yet watched, Days of Thunder. I started getting some Tom Cruise films because I saw Top Gun Maverick in the cinemas and absolutely loved it, so I need to get more. Out for Justice, good film. Marked for Death, another good film. Van Damme twice in Double Impact, a great sort of buddy cop, sort of black comedy sort of style of martial arts. Dracula in 4K. Okay, Haunting in Connecticut. A film called Born to Fight, which is Cynthia Rothrock, who was a bit of a crush of mine back in the day. Although I follow on YouTube. I'll put the link to the video. There's a video where she actually mentions my channel, which I was really chuffed. I asked a question and she actually mentioned my channel when she answered the question, so I was really chuffed with that. So I'll put the link for that in the description because it was so cool to hear her say my channel name. I mean, she's still now I have to admit, but that's just me. But this was, I think there was Above the Law and Above the Law 2. I'm not sure. I think this is Above the Law 2, and Above the Law is called Righting Wrongs, which comes out in September on Blu-ray, which I've pre-ordered. But I found that one. I thought I'm having that, so I managed to get that one on DVD for like £7. Then I have the Exorcist Collection, which is Exorcist, Exorcist 2, Exorcist 3, Exorcist Dominion, and Exorcist The Beginning. I had this once, got rid of it, and got it again. I'm kind of glad I did because this one's in much better condition than the first one I had. Okay, we're getting there. So apologies again. I just need to make some movements here. Right, there. Right, then we have Runaway Vacation with the late great Robin Williams. Band of Brothers. I need to get Pacific. Band of Brothers is a brilliant sort of show. These, I had the collector's editions, but I got rid of them. The reason I got rid of them is, oh no, this is broken. Oh, when did that happen? I said, what was it? Amazon, stuff getting broken. Oh, I'll get a new case for that somewhere. I'll have to find them somewhere. But it was a hassle having to flip them open 4 times, and I just got them this way, it's easier. So I have Prince of Darkness, I have The Thing, and I have The Fog. I just need to get They Live and something else. There's another one, but I need to get 30 Days of Darkness, Vampires, good film. No Time to Die, which was okay, but it was very I don't know the right word for it, but it was not as good as I was hoping. It wasn't phenomenally bad, it wasn't phenomenally good, it was in the middle for me. Then we have A Few Good Men, a good sort of courtroom drama. Blood Diamond. Conan the Destroyer. Oh, I have another video game, sorry. Shadow of the Colossus on the PS4, phenomenal game. Red Sonja. A film called Allied. And a film that I've heard loads of people recommend, Sam Rockwell in Moon. I've just heard sort of loads and loads of people sort of praising it to the hill, so I had to sort of grab it. I'm going to come up with a better way of doing this because this is a bit of a mess. But, oh god. Right, there we go. Hawk the Slayer, cheesy British film. Reign of Fire, phenomenal film. Dinosaur, another Disney. Nightmares, which is an anthology of 4 horror stories. Terran Tabanga, which is it both goes out. The Bishop of Battle, The Resurrection, and Night of the Rat, about a giant rat. Maniac Cop. Brilliant film. Dream Demon, which I had got rid of, but like the one I got rid of was in poor quality, and this was brand new. I paid less for this than I did for the second-hand one, so I was really chuffed with that. Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which I've yet to watch. Honour and Glory, another Rothrock film. Badge of Fury. Outside the Law, Rothrock. Jackie Chan, Twin Dragons. If you've not seen this, see this film. Acting's terrible, storyline's terrible, but the fight scene in the club in the beginning is mind-blowing, and the fight in the car factory at the end is just wow. The way some of the stunts he does are unbelievable, but definitely worth seeing. Drag Me to Hell. Then we have the Batman 4K set, which is obviously, you probably know as well, yeah. Batman Returns, Batman Forever, which I like, and unfortunately Batman and Robin, but it's just very corny. But I've got that 30 quid, brand new. I had, for some reason, it was on Amazon. That was $32.99, I think I paid for it. It was on Amazon, and it just said it was Prime Deal of the day, and it was like, it was £15 off, and it was down to like 47 quid, 47, 48 quid, and I got it down to 32, and it was like, I had to have that. I had to have that price, and it's 60 quid, I swear. Then we have another great set, which is Armour of God with Jackie Chan. It's a collector's edition from 88 films, with poster, book, and the film. I have to admit, 88 films are putting on loads of stuff. They started doing loads of martial arts, which I'm really chuffed with, so I'm really happy with that. I need to get the second one. They've got the second one as standard, which I will get eventually. But Arrow are very good, but 88 films are really picking up their game. This one, I'm not sure who's my second start. I think it was just The Amazing Mr Blunden. I won't open it up. It's the film, book, behind the scenes and poster. Phenomenal 70s film. Some kids, Victorian kids. They remade it recently in modern times, and it's like, it just didn't work. If you see this one, this is the original and the best. It is so good. It's just so unusual and different than anything you've ever seen. Then we have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is the 30th anniversary edition with a booklet and the film. It's obviously very clever, very good film. And the last one was the most recent one, which I'm really chuffed with, is Untouchables in 4K. One of my favourite films of all time, which includes poster, cool steelbook with like 10 bullet holes in, and on the back, Al Capone on the back, a set of cards there, so I'm keeping the cards into the inside, with the late great Sean Connery, and some business cards, sort of Elliot Ness's business cards, Treasury Department, and the Mayor's business card, and obviously the film in Blu-ray and 4K. But this is the pride of my collection now because it's one of my favourite films of all time. Absolutely love the Untouchables films. Absolutely love them. So really chuffed with that. Very chuffed. And that is it. 20-minute video. I'm keeping it short. But that's my update. That's what I've had so far. The last sort of, there's probably more I've had. Some stuff's probably an older video. I just couldn't remember exactly what was new, so I've gone with what I believe to be new. But that's it. So I'll be back again soon. Thank you to everyone who's stayed with me during this time. So, well, there's a few people unsubscribed, but whatever. I'm glad the people who have stayed. The next video will be better. I'm going to have a better setup. This is the best I could do, I'm afraid. But I will be doing a video again shortly. So thank you guys. Take care. Look after yourself. Try to keep cool. And keep watching movies. See you later. Bye-bye.